Hi Aries, and welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aries from the 4th all the way through the 10th. And make sure you stay till the end, because I will do a special pile for Aries sun, Aries rising, Aries moon, so that you can get a little bit of extra detail for how this reading would work for you. Okay, as always, this is a general reading, so if this doesn't resonate with you completely, then just make sure that you only take what is relevant for you, but making sure that you're looking at your sun, your moon, and your rising signs individually, and especially your north node. Okay, so as you guys know, we have a couple of special things that are happening this week, and if you don't, that's why I'm here to tell you. We finally have 2 planets coming out of retrograde this week. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So on the 6th of October, which we also have the new moon in Libra, we also happen to have Pluto coming out of retrograde. And then on Sunday the 10th, we have Saturn coming out of retrograde. So those are huge, huge, huge opportunities. Next week, Jupiter will come out of retrograde. So we'll get a little bit more relief for what's going on. So I've said this in the air signs that I completed yesterday, that October is going to be an extremely transformative month for a lot of different people, for lots of different types of reasons. Obviously, Mercury is in retrograde, and it's creating a lot of reflection and renewal, and that whole kind of rebirth energy that really is supported with what Pluto's been doing anyway. But you're going to see a lot of momentum going forward. So even though Mercury retrograde ends next week, we're still going to be in the shadow period. And the shadow period is usually 2 weeks before and then 2 weeks after. So pretty much the entire month of October. Okay. Now, I'm just giving this, well, no, they said go ahead and flip it. Well, I'm going to do it like this, because I always like to start with the sacred geometry, but they're like ready to go. So let's see what else we have here for you, my Aries friends. Okay, there's the second one. That's nice. Let's get Wednesday's energy here. In general, I would say that Monday is going to be a very good day. Friday the 8th is actually going to be a good day this particular week. We do have some different moon transits that are happening. We travel all the way from it being in Virgo, it transitioning. I think we get into clearly Libra on Wednesday for the new moon, and then it transitions into Scorpio on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday the moon transits into the sign of Sagittarius. So that will help you to understand a couple of those different notes if you happen to have those in your chart. Okay. Oh, super fast. Thank you. Let's get Thursday. Let's get that special day Thursday out here. Okay, you got 2 cards, and we're keeping them as is, and they're powerful. Wow. Okay, let's get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll go through all of them. So I will use the White Sage Tarot to clarify what it is that the Psychic Tarot is sharing with us. Of course, I'm going to go in with the, whoa, hella big yes week for you guys. What was I saying? Because I got so excited about this one. Oh my God. Okay, so let us see. So far, 4 cards are major arcana. Aries, what do we have? No, it's not all of those. I can tell you that. Wow, this is huge. Okay. Sorry, cards. We're going to use, wow. There we go. You guys are going to have a huge, huge week. This is all about recovering from any old challenges that you had with changes that showed up. You were very, very patient with some things that were going on in your world recently, and you have a lot of forward positive momentum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana out of the entire deck is sitting here. So give me a half a second. I want to pour into the wow, this is huge. I can't wait to read this one. This one's going to be awesome. Okay, Aries, let's see. Sacred Geometry deck. This is for our Aries. That was super fast. What did I just say, guys? I said that you guys were going through something painful in the past, and you are coming out of it with swimming colors here. We have card number 417 Hertz as a recommendation for you. This is card 26, which reduces down to an 8, which is about your continuity. And what it says is that you're changing and cleansing from old traumatic experiences. This is going to be a really good reading, guys, because you should see all these arcana, major arcana that came out. So 417 hertz is going to be supportive for you. Just plug it in here to YouTube or Google or whatever your other search engine would be for meditation music with that frequency, and it will be supportive. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay, we have, like I said, a lot of major arcana going on here. So whatever it is that was painful for you that you were dealing with in the past, like I said, it could have had a lot to do with a change. It could have had a lot to do with what was going on in your old relationship. But what you got here starting on Monday is the Gemini major arcana of the Lovers. So we have the energy of harmony that shows up here. So again, we have Virgo energy that's in play here. And the other big thing that I can tell you is that Jupiter is in its doing its dance over here still with the Aquarius. So that's the expansive energy with what's going on with the moon in well, it would be Virgo. And so what's happening here is that whole steadfast energy of wants to come through with the expansive energy of what Jupiter's got going on in Aquarius at this particular moment is really supporting you. So we have harmony. It could be that there's a big choice that's on its way for you. It could be, or anyone else that's in your energy. I have to make sure that I put that out there. Definitely choice that's coming on. The way that I'm seeing it lay out is that if there is a choice, then it is going to be a very, very good choice. The next card that we have here on Tuesday is the Rejoice and Celebration. So this is basically the Three of Cups energy that we have here. Okay, that's awesome. On Wednesday, your next major arcana card is the Magician. So we got Mercury showing up here on Wednesday, talking about your awareness. And so, again, Wednesday is the big day that we have the new moon that goes into the sign of Libra, and Pluto transitions into its direct phase. So this is a magical day for you, Aries, okay? I would be using this new moon to be putting forth any additional wishes, wants that you want in your environment for the next 30, 60 days, and using this time to completely release what you can out of the old energy into this new opportunities that's showing up, because the universe is supporting you this week. When we get to the energy of Thursday, you have two cards that wanted to present together. First, you have the Ace of Swords. Clarity, clarity, clarity is coming, okay? So it's triumphant success. So the energy that kind of comes through at this particular moment is kind of sharing with you that there is some wonderful news. And the card that it wanted to come out with here is the Empress herself. You got Venus that is showing up here. Now, this is the day where Venus actually starts to have its little dance with Sagittarius. And so on this particular day, there's this huge emphasis and fire, this enthusiasm that happens. And of course, the Empress energy could be a Taurus. It could also be Libra if you wanted to look at it from the signage perspective, but there's a lot of clarity that's coming. So the Empress is all about bringing forth that creativity. There's a lot of different things that she's doing, but it's talking about a rebirth or a renewal, or bringing something that is gorgeous and fruitful on the way. And then when we get to the energy of Friday, we have Scorpio's major arcana. Okay, and the moon does transition into the sign of Scorpio on this particular day. So it could be very well that this is just a placement for what's going on. You really do want to take a look at your chart, but we do have Scorpio that is here talking about transformation. So out with the old for sure, definitely in with the new. When we get to the energy of Saturday, look at this. You got another ace. You have the Ace of Wands energy, which is supported with Venus and Libra. And then again, the moon in Sagittarius with that big fire energy that wants to come through for you as well. And then on Sunday, the 10th, when we have Saturn coming into its direct position, you have, my friends, the Star card. So you have the Aquarius energy that shows up here. In this deck, it's titled Hope, but this is the Star card. This is gorgeous energy. very clearly. This is a very simple read. What I can tell you is that whatever it is that you had going on in the past, you are shaking it off. The biggest thing for me is you've got 111 that's sitting here from a frequency perspective. You also have 33 that's sitting here. So there's a lot of positive energy around you at this particular moment. I am really excited to dig into this one. I really, 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 really am. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the numerology cards for you. Okay, let's see what else we can tie together. And then I will do clarifiers for you. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So far, you guys are the winners for this week at five cards and major arcana. Okay, here we go. This is for our Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising from the 4th through the 10th. What other information do we need to know? Wow. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, health. Also reducing down to an 8. So when we talk about the health card is physical, mental, spiritual, all of the different things, right? Making sure that you are taking care of you and all the different ways that you come in. And so it's very important that you focus on that, and you are releasing areas that are no longer serving you. You are coming into the abundance of remaking yourself in a sense. All right. So I love that. We're going to pull an angel card really, really quickly here. And then I'm going to do the clarifiers for each of the days, and we can dig into it for you a little bit. Coming into something, I mean, you are just getting ready to come into something gorgeous, even if it's just supporting your physical body. Something glorious and grand is coming in. I want to see a couple of other cards. I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion about a couple of things. Good though, good. Okay, angels, what would we like our Aries to know? Sun, Moon, or Rising for this particular, well, there's actually 3 cards, and so we're going to take them. Put these down. Yeah. Okay, we have 3 cards. The first one is trust the universe. Okay, trust the universe. The second card is sacred plan. This is all in divine timing, sacred plan, clearly with all this major arcana. And then the third card we have is absolutely its manifestation. So they are supporting you with saying you got some opportunities to put some extra shine on whatever it is that you have coming up this week with this manifestation card. All right, Aries, let's get down and let's figure out what's going on here. Okay, universe, help me out. Let's define what is going on with this Lover's card. What is the deal with the harmony here for our Aries on Monday? This is a really good day to tie up loose ends for people, where the energy is at, finishing up old projects and putting a little bit of extra time and effort into it on Monday. Let's see what else we have here. Wow, that was fast. Swords, 5 of Wands. Whoa! Hang on. Let me get those. Wow. Fast moving energy, that is for sure. Okay. Reverse or... Okay. Taking them all. Okay, so first we have the King of Swords. Okay, we have the energy of Archangel Michael kind of showing up here. So this is having received clarity in the past position. What we're receiving clarity on is the 5 of Wands, how to release, or what it is that we needed to do to release conflict, struggle, strife, even if it was internal to self. It could have been conversation with other people. I'll call it out there. It could have been an air sign that you were dealing with. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but something that was making you very, very tired. There was almost this energy of giving up on something with the Nine of Wands that's in the reverse position. And there was a lot of thought that was put into this so that you could get to peace. So this is the Two of Swords. It can also indicate that there was a struggle, a bigger struggle that you were dealing with, obviously. But that you may be able to make a firm decision about what those things were. Okay, so that is what is going on with that Gemini Lovers energy. Again, supported by the Knight of... I beg your pardon, the King of Swords. Yeah, the ultimate clarity that you're going to get there. So whatever that was, you're rejoicing in celebration with this Three of Cups. Let's see what this Three of Cups is all about. Why is this here for our Aries on Tuesday? Thank you. Five of Swords. Arguments. 10 of Swords in the reverse position. Letting it completely go. And the Judgment card. So we have Pluto energy that shows up here. Excuse me. On this day. So the Judgment card also has a lot to do with being ready to receive your gifts. Yes, it does mean that you or someone else could be making a judgment or a judgment call. But the other thing that Judgment obviously has to do with, because again, we talked about it being one of those cards of rebirth and renewal and change, is accepting what the universe wants to be able to give you. It means learning of lessons, and therefore you're at that position to receive the gifts that are there for you. So therefore, that's why you're in this celebratory mode. So it could be that you're going to be getting together with individuals on this particular day. It doesn't have to be, but it could be the energy of getting together, clinking glasses, literally. They're saying apple juice. What? Okay, I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes, there was a strife. There was a moment of argument. There was a moment of not even necessarily just argument as much as they're saying self-doubt. There was a lot of self-doubt in a particular situation that was coming, but you've released that self-doubt completely. Okay, let's move on. Let's find out what Mercury, the Magician, is wanting to communicate for this upcoming Wednesday for you, Aries. Whoa, got the High Priestess. Ho, 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 ho. 1, 2, 3 sitting up here in order. So there might have been some knowledge that you weren't aware of. The High Priestess does talk about secrets. But usually it's because there's more information that you need to receive out of a situation, and or she wants to share that information with you. The other thing that comes out of it is that it is possible, Aries, that you or someone in your energy is a very magical being. You could be a high priest or a high priestess. You could be sharing some information with somebody else at this moment. That is so many cards, universe. Am I meant to keep all of these? Yes. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we have a conversation that's going on here. Okay. We have the High Priestess with the Three of Pentacles. So there's information that you're going to be aware of, or that you could potentially be sharing with someone else that says something going on with a creator energy. So Three of Pentacles is creator energy. It's the very beginnings of foundation. It's the very beginnings of stages. It can also have something to do with three different individuals. And I'm going to tie this together because I've got the Three of Cups sitting here with the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So the High Priestess and or you making the awareness that there's something that is specifically going on. With the Ace of Pentacles having something to do with new structure, new foundation, new gifts coming in for you as well. The Seven of Swords, okay, we've talked about this. You guys know how I feel about the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords does not always mean sneaky, and I'm not seeing necessarily any of that here. Let me continue on with the read, but there's something going on with a structure or a... something that you were willing to release from yourself because you don't have any other additional energy to try to hold on to something so tightly. So it could be that you're releasing yourself from any old patterns. It could be old people. The other thing that it has to do with is just kind of letting it out at that particular moment, like releasing anything that does not belong to you, including secrets or conversations with other individuals. Now, this is what I find interesting is that we have the Lover's card, Gemini energy, that shows up in the reverse position at the end of this particular deal. I'm going to go and take an extra card on this because I feel that there's definitely two situations that are going on here. Okay, let me understand what is going on here. What are you sharing with me, Mercury? What's going on? Why is the Lovers in the reverse position? Okay, Jupiter energy in Leo, publicity, being seen, or somebody being seen. There was something that was determined. One more. Detaching from the outcome. Venus energy in Aquarius. Okay. And it wants to be that one. Principle of the thing. Jupiter in Sagittarius. Okay. I'm going to put these off up here for just a second because I've got two different scenarios and I want to continue on with the read here so that we can kind of get into the remainder of it. So we've got two cards that show up on Thursday. Again, we have the Empress, again with the Ace of Swords energy, triumphant success. Let's see what we've got going on here. Knight of Cups in reverse. The Star card in reverse. The Four of Cups. Is there one more? Yes, okay. Okay, got two more. Here we go. So what we have is the King of Cups sitting next to the Star. Both of these are presented in the reverse position. So it is very possible that whoever this King of Cups represents for you was definitely not in a position to be able to receive whatever messaging needed to come through. And with the Star card here in the reverse position, it indicates to me that this person is probably going through a little bit of healing, which is why they're not capable of being open to something that has been presented to them. Okay, so what we have next is the Four of Cups and the upright with the Two of Wands. And so there's something that they're not seeing. They're so focused on three areas that they're not seeing that there's different messaging or different opportunities that are coming to them. They're not seeing this choice. Literally, they're not seeing this choice or this option coming towards them. And what it looks like is there's going to be an opportunity to maybe walk away, but there could be the opportunity, because it is in the reverse position and it's Mercury retrograde, that there could be a renewal of, wait, let me just double check something really quickly. So the energy of somebody walking away is what we have with the Eight of Cups normally in the upright position. Like, we've completed everything that we can do in this particular cycle. We're going for that ninth cup. But when it shows up in the reverse position, it very much indicates the opportunity to try to go and review something backwards, just to try to clear the slate there just a little bit. Let me move on. Let's go and hit this energy for Friday with the Death card, the transformation card that shows up here. Why is the Death card here? Okay. All right. Thank you. That makes sense to me. Is there more? Okay. So what we have is 3 cards here. And so what this is talking about is the fact that definitely, now I understand a little bit more about one of the scenarios. What we have here is the Four of Wands in the upright position. So there was a lot of happiness and other things that were going on in the home, parties, celebration, those different types of things. Whatever this was a very healing situation for either you or whoever you're involved with. And the Queen of Swords in the reverse position means coming out of the head and being more into the heart. So the Queen of Swords gets a hard rap for, being kind of a big B. But the reality of the situation is that she's a queen. And she doesn't have time for anybody's drama or BS. So she cuts things off at the quick. When she's in the reverse position, it doesn't mean that she's not capable of doing that. But at that point, she's more in her heart space than she is with the other details. So there's transformation that I feel is getting ready to be happening in the home. There's going to be some healing about this. And somebody here, what I can tell you is that somebody here recently kind of found out that they were expecting in their family. there was some clarity that was going on. This Harmony card, this Gemini energy is telling me that there is an addition coming into the family, different energy that's showing up. And there may have been a little bit of arguing. There might have been a little bit of, oh my God, kind of the situation. It was a very big surprise that showed up here. But at the end of the day, the decision was made to continue on with the pregnancy, or to continue on with the excitement of what was going on here. So the new structure, the Ace of Pentacles, is what I get is the baby. And the only reason that the Lovers is in the reverse position is because it has to do with this individual realizing that that was kind of going on in this back and forth between the couple. Okay. Therefore, the Empress is really talking about, and this is not going to resonate for everyone. This is one of the scenarios I'm getting. I'm trying to take this one slow, because when I get both, it's like, oh my God, okay. So there's clarity that's coming out of the situation. Things are coming to light. What are the next steps? What is it that we need to do? And one or the other individual in the relationship was like, holy shit, yes, we realize this is a big, beautiful thing, but they're starting to come into the realization that there's this new situation that's happening, and we've got to make some choices. So that is why the Ace of Cups is in the reverse position, because now they're assessing the different things that need to be made. But they're going to be making all of the right decisions. The decisions that are being made are going to be made from the heart and not over analyzing the situation. So if that's you in your situation, then very much congratulations. I'm going to continue to move on with that one. Obviously, with the Ace of Rods, prosperity beginning with this new seed, literally that's growing, okay? Let's see what else we have. What else do we have with this Ace of Rods here? Excuse me, Ace of Pentacles. Beg your pardon. I said rods before. It's Pentacles. I'm sorry. Ace of Pentacles twice. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So transformation is coming. Death to the old, and with a new Page of Swords, new beginnings, new clarity. What else do we have here? Oops. Page of Pentacles. There definitely is new energy for youth coming here. So someone for sure is finding out that they're in the family way. Let me move over. Let me move these over. Let me get to the energy then of Jupiter. Saturn coming out of retrograde, because now we have the Star card in the upright position. There's new wishes. There's hope that's here. Okay. Wow. Okay. So in the, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. In the reverse position, we have the Knight of Pentacles. In the sideways position, we have the Tower. Yeah, I can kind of get that. Let's see what else we have. Woo! But we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what's happening here with either you or someone else that's in your energy is really nothing more than just, how are we going to make this work? I got to sit down and I got to think about how financially do we make this work in the relationship. And it's, but the reason why the Tower card is in the sideways position is that you're in the beginning stages, or someone's in the beginning stages of trying to figure those details out. But with the Four of Pentacles in the upright, it will be figured out. It's just a matter of just like, that's the shock. Now, I was expecting the Tower card to be here, but that's okay. It showed up in the end. So the Tower card doesn't have to be anything that's scary. It literally means a surprise that's on its way to you. And there's a shakeup. So this is why they're talking about making sure that your health is taken care of here, and that there's manifestation, and that this is a sacred plan. So this is something that is supposed to be happening right now, and to trust the universe with the different things that are coming out. Okay. The other supportive cards that we have here is that there is a notice. I'm really trying to understand where the Leo energy comes in here with the whole publicity piece, other than this is something that is coming out and needs to be spoken of in the future. It needs to come to the forefront. Okay, the situation needs to be made public. I was struggling with that because someone's really got to be knocked off a little bit with their energy. It's like, oh my God, you got to detach from the outcome, and you got to be able to get the details out there. And then again, the principle of the situation does having to be with. I want you to just focus on the dove there if you can. This is a sacred card, so this is actually a really good type of a situation that's going on here. And I don't see anything other than the pregnancy piece being really, really hammered into me at this particular moment. Is there anything else that I'm missing? No. There's literally nothing else that is here that is giving me. Now, when I was looking at this other situation with the Ace of Swords, this is where the clarity comes in for somebody making this news public, and it may be being a little bit shocking the way that the news comes out, but at the end of the day, it's going to be realized, and there's just a lot of good stuff that is in this particular one here, guys. There just really is. There just is. This one is not going to resonate with everyone. Someone's finding out that they're adding to the family, and it's going to be a good situation. It's going to be a great situation. So if you were trying to conceive and you were having a lot of struggles and you're having a lot of problems with it in the past, and you know, maybe your body was a little toxic, or maybe there was something going on with your health at the moment that, you know, it wouldn't allow for it to come to fruition, and you had some sadness about that, and you were really hoping to have new beginnings in life, and you were being very, very patient. You were listening to the doctors or whoever it is that you bring forth. You knew that this was something that was coming. You knew that balance needed to come into the situation. It's here for you at this particular moment. So congratulations on your particular patience. Now, clearly this reading is not going to be for everyone, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue on with the stacks that I'm going to do for the sun sign. I'm going to do it for the rising sign. I'm going to do it for the moon sign. And let's see if this will change anything else. Okay, so we're going to use the astrology cards for this. We're going to use the Starseed Oracle for this. And we're also going to use an Earth Magic. So we'll have 3 cards for each. So let's go ahead and start with our Aries moon. Aries sun, excuse me, Aries sun. Oh, apple juice, duh. Celebrate with apple juice is what we're, okay, got it. Like, what? All right, got it, that makes sense. Okay, Aries sun, please. Thank you. We have 2 cards for Aries sun. Aries rising, please. Okay, got it. Got it. So I'm getting the other message for non-pregnancy. But that one was like really heavy. Like feeling cramps for no reason. I'm like, oh, okay. The other situation, I'll go ahead while I'm shuffling. The other situation clearly is that there was some arguing and some other issues that were going on in the relationship, and there is reconciliation in the relationship. Now, we're going to say relationship 2 ways. Okay, we're going to say relationship for both business and like domestic partnership, that type of a situation. From a domestic partnership perspective, the Magician is trying to let you know that there is an opportunity for this strong structure to begin. There is a new, they're adding the Ace to this 3 of Pentacles in order to let you know that you are coming together. It is going to be a strong type of a thing. And whatever was holding you back with the 7 of Swords in the past, whether it was you or your partner, is being cleared out of the way. From a business perspective, it can also be the same thing. There's an addition that's coming towards whatever it is that you're doing in your business line. And therefore, if there was someone that was, because someone's calling for the creativity and they just were looking for the idea, someone in the business or the domestic partnership was not really really getting what needed to happen. So there is an offer that's on the table, and someone is going to finally make a decision to go back and review what is going on here. Therefore, that creates the transformation in either home or business. Okay, home or business. That is going to be a very happy moment, and whatever healing needed to get done with whoever that Knight of Cups was is coming full circle, and it's going to be taken care of. And again, heart-centered. Therefore, the prosperity beginning is supported with the change. The Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles coming in, talking about this definite, absolute, you can't deny that there is reconciliation coming with both of these situations from a thought process, an analytical perspective, as well as the finance meeting together. And the only thing that goes on here with this Knight of Pentacles with the Tower is that there's going to be the discussion about what this means financially from a financial perspective. And I got to tell you, for either business or domestic partners, this is the right time to be slowing some things down and putting a little bit of emphasis on planning the components, not necessarily pushing everything forward, but planning. So there is an expansion that's coming for a business or a domestic partnership as far as growth of what the foundation of that relationship looks like. The end all be all though is there is a partnership where there is a pregnancy. So you got all three in those. This one's going to be a long one. Did you guys have 3 scenarios in your last reading last week too? I have to go back and take a look at that one. Okay, now we're ready. Thank you for the rising. And now for Aries moon, please. It's coming together though. Aries moon. Thank you. Got 2. Perfect. Okay. Now the Starseed Oracle that goes on top of these. But still, regardless of what the situation is, Aries, this is going to be a this is going to be a fun week. Fun week of fun surprises. Okay. All right. Aries Sun. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of knew that was going to happen. Okay, Aries rising, please. Thank you. And Aries moon. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you. And the final cards is the Earth Magic deck. Love this deck. Aries Sun, please. Aries Rising. Go back. All right, go back to the Sun. All right. Okay, is it all of them or just the top one? Got it. Okay, thank you. Aries Rising. How did I do that? Not that that's a big deal, but that confused me for a second. How did I do that? How did I do that? How did I do that? Sorry, I flipped my cards. They're all like catawampus. I'm like, what? Okay. Okay, let's shuffle that up. Okay, one more time for the people in the back row. Aries Rising. Thank you. Aries Moon. Thank you. Really? All right. Okay, my friends. So here we go. So the sun sign has a lot of cards that wanted to pop out. So let me just move these over and go through them individually. Okay. So if you're an Aries sun, we have the 8th house, Scorpio energy, endings and beginnings. That is the Scorpio death card that is right here. We also have Jupiter returns, and there's benefits with this particular situation. 4 energy, stability, creator energy, and then 5 energy. So changes in the physical house, changes in the literal house is what you've got here if you're an Aries sun. Changes in your literal house, okay? So that is what we've got going on here. The supportive card that we have with that, now there's 2 cards that came from Earth Magic, and then there are 3 cards that came from the Starseed Oracle. Okay. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace the weirdness in the situation is what we have here. We have softening to love, resolving conflict. Okay. And then we have star ancestors, which are talking about hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and make sure that you're looking a little bit deeper, making sure that you're not missing the signs and signals that are there for you. The other cards that come up from the Earth Magic is that this had a lot to do with the fire and passion. Okay, all right, that Ace of Swords energy, and then there's something harmonious in this particular situation for you, and the frequency of music is going to be very important. So let's tie this back for you specifically, because you are being told that there is a cleanse and there's a transformation that is happening with the 417 hertz, getting through and cleansing out a traumatic experience. So if this is just a shock factor for some people, you might need to be in that Zen moment because you're out of, like what? Like one of those situations. Okay, again, congratulations to whoever that is for. That's beautiful. Okay, if you are an Aries rising, here's the additional information that comes through. Well, you've got the Sun card. You've got Spirit. Okay, you literally have Spirit that's coming through. Card number 1, Magician energy as well. This is a portal. Doors are opening. There are results. This is a wild card that you may not have been expecting. Okay. And then the other thing that they're saying is, now that you know, it's time to focus. So this crystals that's on here doesn't necessarily mean crystals, although you can obviously receive a lot of clarity with the crystals that are there. But this is Crystal Cave. It's kind of like going through and just like being laser focused, matching it up with the portal, matching it up with the sun, which is obviously the biggest portal that we have all day long. That is what we have here if you are an Aries rising. If you are an Aries moon, here are your additional messages. Firstly, water element 4 structure is about sensing things, okay? Sensing things and communicating things, for sure, okay? The other thing that we have again is 4th house, which is about your physical house, which is about setting down roots, okay? So that's what we have here. What we do have here from the Starseed Oracle is the void. All right. Stop, embrace winter. And it says the great cosmic womb. Okay. So new moon, okay, is kind of what we've got going on here. The void of the moon, new moon energy, if you will, but the cosmic womb here. And then I'm not surprised to see this, but we have shaman that comes out of this. So you have the knowing, probably before somebody else does, about the great energy that's getting ready to take place. And it's your responsibility to be in your heart space a little bit more so that you can share and put the energy out to whoever else it is in your circle that might need to take advantage of this new surprise, whether it's job, whether it is prospects, whether it is, and I do feel that there's a beefing up of somebody's business or structure for sure. All those different things, but literally Aries, this is going to be a really, really great week, and I cannot wait to figure out what is going on in your world for the next week. But that is what I have for you for right now. So again, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. If this didn't give you everything that you need a little bit more clarification, go grab those, okay? Congratulations for those that are going to find out that they're in the family way. If you liked this reading or you got anything out of it, please make sure that you give it a like so that I can be found on the algorithm for other people. You can share this content out. Feel free to comment below. And if you're looking for a personal reading to like really get down to the nubs of what's going on for you, take a look at the description box below and you will find all the information that you need in order to book in with me. And that's really what I have for you for this particular week. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week. Many blessings. Bye for now.